Today, Apple sells 8 iPhones. Yep, 8 iPhones at the same time. We have the newest iPhone 13 and iPhone 13 mini, as well as the iPhone 13 Pro and iPhone 13 Pro Max. We also have last year's iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 mini, the year prior's iPhone 11, and finally, the cheapest, most affordable option, the iPhone SE. The iPhone SE was last updated almost 2 years ago with a second generation model featuring a more recent design, but it's getting outdated. Unlike some of the newest iPhones, it doesn't support 5G. Its chip, the A15 Bionic, is turning 3 this year. And the battery life? It's bad, very bad. But don't you worry, the iPhone SE will be back again this year with a brand new version that keeps up with the latest iPhones. This year, Apple will be releasing their newest budget smartphone, the iPhone SE 3. Let's talk about it. The first of 2 major changes the iPhone SE 3 will bring is 5G. 5G first came to the iPhone in 2020 with the iPhone 12, and it's now first arriving to the cheapest iPhone Apple makes, the iPhone SE. But since this is the cheaper model, it likely won't support the fastest 5G out there. Just like the recently updated iPad mini, the iPhone SE will likely only feature sub-6 GHz 5G, which is still slightly faster than LTE and has great range. It won't feature ultra-wideband 5G or millimeter wave 5G, which can reach speeds of up to 2 gigabits per second, a speed that is up to 20 times faster than LTE. And trust me, you don't want millimeter wave 5G on your phone, it kills the battery really quickly. And this higher band 5G has very poor range and is only supported in a few major cities all around the world. And the iPhone SE sells really well in regions like India, where millimeter wave 5G support is limited, so it won't matter to most people anyway. The second and last big change coming to the iPhone SE is A15 Bionic, the same chip that powers the latest and greatest iPhone 13. So now you'll be able to get the fastest chip in a smartphone in a device that is nearly a third of the price than the best Apple offering, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. And the A15 Bionic chip is not only up to 30% faster than the previous iPhone SE, which is powered by the A13 Bionic chip, it's also more efficient, allowed by its smaller 5nm process. And that's it, mostly. The iPhone SE 3 will retain the exact same design and screen size as before. Yep, the same design from the iPhone 8, which is technically the same design from the iPhone 6. Why does Apple continue to use this design, you may ask? Well, the iPhone SE, as the name implies, is special edition. It is for users who cannot afford the most expensive flagship iPhone Apple offers, but still want a great phone. This iPhone SE update is enough for that demographic. They don't need the best camera or the best battery. All they need is a small, nice phone. An iPhone that works. And the iPhone SE 3 just allows new customers to experience newer technologies like 5G so that they can keep their phone for longer. And who knows, there may and will likely be some small bonus features like night mode support for the camera, new colors like that green you saw in the thumbnail, and even better battery life allowed by the more efficient processor. They've added these bonus features before with the previous generation, so I won't be surprised if they do it again this time around. How much is the iPhone SE 3 gonna cost? Just like every other model before this one, the iPhone SE 3 will most likely cost $399 for 64 or maybe even 128 gigabytes of storage. And if you want more storage, it will likely cost only $50 to $100 more. And when exactly is the iPhone SE 3 coming? It's coming this March or April, likely at an Apple event alongside a new iMac Pro and new iPad Air. And one little weird side note, this new iPhone may not even be called the iPhone SE 3. According to display analyst Ross Young, the third generation iPhone SE could be called the iPhone SE Plus 5G. I know, weird naming. I doubt it will happen, but there it is. And that's all you need to know about this new budget iPhone. It'll have a faster chip and the addition of 5G. That's it. That's all there is to it. And while it may not be the biggest iPhone update ever, just take note that this iPhone is for those who just want a simple compact phone, specifically an iPhone, and nothing more. But that's not the end of the iPhone SE story. Apple is already in the works with a 4th generation model that is completely different from any iPhone SE before it. It'll be the biggest update to iPhone SE since iPhone SE. But that topic is for a future video.